Well, we're here with Duncan and Robin Campbell, the Campbell brothers from UB40. Welcome again, kia ora to New Zealand, guys.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. Now, I hear you guys had a bit of, were stopped by the New Zealand Customs who recognise you. Do you get that a lot when you visit countries at custom offices?
Always get it in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Always seem to get recognised by Maoris, but
looking at your name and your photo, aren't they? So they've got a bit of a lead over most people.
Mine wasn't the guy looking at my passport. This was the guy that x-rays your suitcase, and I put it up and he just went, "You're still in UB40, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah." He went, "Welcome."
It happens more often when you're leaving a country because you've just done a gig.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm just wondering, you mentioned about touching with Māori and Polynesians, and you guys tour a lot in the Pacific Islands, and you just finished coming back from Tahiti and New Caledonia. Mm-hmm. What do you think the love affair with UB40 is between Polynesians?
I think it's a love affair with reggae, really. I think all the islands, the world over, all love reggae. I don't know why. But obviously, as one of the biggest reggae bands in the world, then we get treated very well in those places, And we've played the Polynesian Islands quite a bit, and we always get fantastic response, We always get a great turnout and great audience. So, we keep getting invited back, which is lovely.
Very good. Duncan, for you, you had some, these strange requests you must get from fans and from people as well. And I remember in '79, as a pimply little teenager, your song came out. I always thought it said, "I'm a green banana." That's what I honestly thought it was, the opening line, until I got older and then I realised it wasn't that. What's some of the strangest requests you've had?
I'm a Marie and Donna is the one.
Yeah, could you sing "I'm a prima donna"?
Yeah, I'm Marie and Donna.
I'm a green banana. That's a new one on me. That's a classic, absolute classic.
But
I didn't do that one.
You didn't do that one, okay. Just as well then.
I've only been with the band for the last 8 years. I'm the newcomer.
He's the new boy, yeah, since Ali left.
Okay.
My other younger brother, Duncan, took over, yeah.
What's it like, the dynamic between you two when you're on the road, being related and being brothers?
Oh, we're in such a big gang, We've got different interests anyway.
We spend as little time as possible together.
Everybody keeps
really.
away from each other, pretty much.
Nice.
But we live in each other's pockets, Anyway, when you're on the road, you tend to spend, a lot of time together. So hopefully you get on.
Nice. Very good. Well, you'd hope so most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering now, you guys are going to be playing here in Auckland for the Ragamuffin Festival, February 20. And for yourselves, what are you looking forward to playing here in Auckland next year?
Well, for Duncan, it's his first time, so he's looking forward to it because he's heard good things. But for me, we haven't played here since we played the first Ragamuffin in 2008. So I'm just looking forward to getting back here and showing our Maori audience that we're still firing on all cylinders, and we're still a great live band. In fact, I think we're probably the best we've been for a long time. We're enjoying ourselves more than we were for a long time, and having Duncan on board has kind of reinvigorated us, so it's reminded us why we like being in a band.
Well, doing Ragamuffin, hopefully it will lead to a more extensive, tour of New Zealand. I'd certainly like to see a bit more of the place.
Definitely. And for you, Duncan, is it important to keep in touch with the fans for the band?
To keep in touch with the fans?
Like playing and being, facing up with the fans and meeting them.
Well, that's what the business is now. That's the way we earn our money. Is getting on stage and doing it. It's not a record industry anymore. It's we're troubadours, and you look into their eyes.
Travelling minstrels. That's what we are, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah. Travelling minstrels. I like it.
Yeah.
And Robin, for you, obviously, it's no secret. Obviously, the split between you and your younger brother as well. What's the reaction been? It's like 8 years ago. But what's the reaction of the fans?
It was sort of traumatic when it happened, and a bit of a heartbreaker. But because we never thought he'd do it, he threatened a few times, but we never thought he'd actually leave. And when he did, I went to Duncan, and Dunk got Ali's blessing to replace him, and did so. Ali hasn't spoken to us since, so that's a bit unreasonable, but and a bit unfair. But as far as the band is concerned, and the fans, they completely accepted Duncan. From the very first gig, it was amazing. We did a one-off show the very first time just to let the fans know what it was like. And it was an invited audience of long-time hardcore fans, and we thought if we can make them happy, if we can please them, then we can go out on the road again, you know. And from the first note, there was just a massive cheer. The first note he sang, there was a massive cheer. And in fact, people were coming to us afterwards and accusing us of using recorded
Really?
Ali and him miming, you know,
doing Milli Vanilli.
which was Milli Vanilli, yeah, which
Banana
was
styles.
hilarious because obviously we've never done that, never would. And the point about Dunk is that he doesn't do a slavish impersonation of Ali. You know, what he does is
happened to be a brother.
he sings the songs and allows us to retain the sound of UB40 without you know, doing an impersonation, you know. And
We've still got the brother blend in vocals.
we have a tonal quality like brothers do, you know. And obviously I'm still involved, and I was half of the vocals anyway. So it's a bit like having another Everly brother in the cupboard, you know. I've got another one out, and how brilliant!
Was there 3 of them? Oh, yeah, sorry, extra, right? Yeah. I'm with you now. I got you.
Or another BG.
Yeah, another
let's
BG.
say,
Right,
yeah.
okay. Another good. Okay.
The thing is, it's old news in the Northern Hemisphere, you know, and we've been touring Britain and Europe extensively.
And recorded 3 albums.
And recorded 3 albums over this period, you know. I mean, it's old news. It's just down here there seems to be, we need to...
Well, because we haven't been back.
Because we haven't been down here,
Yeah, and Ali's spent some time down here, and he's played Ragamuffin since we last played it. So there's a little bit of resistance, you know, here, which is why we've come and done this day of press, because we want everybody to know that elsewhere we've been totally accepted. You know, Duncan's been totally accepted. The fans, you know, the vast majority of the fans are totally happy with what we're doing and still support us wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And we, you know, as we haven't been here for a long time, it's important for us to come back and play Ragamuffin. It's great that Alan McManus invited us back, you know, to headline this time round. It's been too long, and it means, you know, that we can come back over hopefully and do a proper tour of New Zealand at some point.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
And now, just last question before I go. What's the most requested UB40 song, do you think? You guys get asked for maybe one answer from both of you guys each?
Well, I think that we do. We do the half a dozen numbers that we'd get shut if we didn't every time. So if we didn't do those, I think they'd be requested every night. But as we do them, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
You know, your red wines, your Kingston Towns, and etc. But we do those anyway. So you know, we're not looking to disappoint.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many. When you've had as many hits over the years as we have, you know, and you've as big a body of work, you know, it's impossible to keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you talk to; they always come backstage afterwards and go, "You didn't do my favourite," you know.
Yes, yeah.
And of course, you can't do everybody, so you can only do a couple of dozen tunes in a set
we'd
in
have
a
to do
couple of
6
hours. You
hours,
know, exactly. We'd have to play all day to keep everybody happy. But like Doug says, we do the ones that, you know, most people ask for, and we try to keep as many people happy as possible. You know, by mixing it up, playing a few classics, a few, obviously a lot of the hits, and keep us happy by playing a few new ones as well.
Good. Well, I still think that your version of Red Wheel Ryan is better than Neil Diamond's Just Quietly.
I should hope so.
Yeah, he was over here a couple of months ago, and definitely the UB40 version. It's like, that's for me is the quintessential Red Wheel.
Yeah, he's put it back in his set as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, Porcupine Pine as well.
Yeah.
He brought that back as well. Brilliant. Robin, Duncan Campbell, thank you very much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you guys February
Absolute
20
pleasure.
Ragamuffin. All the
Cheers.
best. Thank you.
you.
Thank you.